Hey guys, we're back. Sorry for that slightly longer break. Map orders are almost done though. And we'll be getting to this first game in just a moment. But yeah, we're coming towards the end of all the group stages. We only have the playoffs remaining for the online portion of stuff. Then we got 2 North American qualifiers. And that'll be that. It'll be Canada before you know it. Like Wardy was saying a little bit earlier to me on one of the breaks, like it is less than a month until this thing happens.
Yeah, it's really crazy. I go away next weekend. I'm going to Switzerland for the weekend. And then I actually, like, when I come back from Switzerland, I fly to Canada the week after. Like, it's insane. How did this come around so quickly? I really can't believe it.
Well, one of the things I'd really like to emphasize is, again, if you guys are in Vancouver, Canada, or Richmond, BC, we're hosting the tournament here on the West Coast. So please, this is not going to be a big blowout event. Like, let's not set your expectations too high. This isn't like the Grand Arena, the Rogers Stadium. Like, it's going to be a pretty exclusive, pretty cool thing. And there's a lot of prize money with a lot of good players. We already know, for example, Hero and Impact are flying from Korea. If you've ever wanted to meet them, now's your best chance to do it. Be sure to come to the tournament. It's also worth noting that we're still selling tickets. Only if, like, I think less than 20 have been sold so far overall, which is good. We have kind of a cap at 64. I have room for more if I want. The venue capacity is like 130 at max, so maybe this gets super hyped up, we can change that. But I really do want to keep this as like a more cool exclusive event. And you can, of course, the online broadcast will be free. You guys can join us through that. But playing games with the players and doing the after hours stuff, we got a lot of really cool stuff planned for this. And I think that it'll be pretty good times. I'm really looking forward to it. Being able to fly everybody in, raising over $20,000 to make this happen, it's so sick.
It's been quite the journey. When does season 2 start?
Whenever I feel like it. We'll see how season 1 finishes up. King Hiss says, yo, Base Trade, love you guys and like to support you, but goddamn, Twitch served me a 50-minute ad now and an 18-minute ad. Yo, here's the thing, man. Like, when I play that button, the only thing I have control over is it says, hey, play 2 minutes of commercials now. If it plays more than that, that's a fucking bug. You have my permission, and not even permission, you've got my blessing to ad block that shit. Although if you have Twitch Prime, you do not get ads, and we still get money as if you saw commercials. So Twitch Prime is like overall better to have, whether you're subscribing with it or not. But honestly, if you're getting abused by ads, yo, you have my permission, you have my blessing. Don't sit through 50 minutes of bullshit, because God knows we don't get money for you sit through 50 minutes of bullshit. Don't subject yourself to it. The best thing you can do, honestly, is just report. I don't know. It's really stupid. Nothing I can do about it on my end. Are we waiting on somebody, or what's the dealio here?
We're in for Bly.
Okay, so Bly's just BRB.
Yeah, he's just getting water.
Cool.
Yeah.
Dashmaster says it would be absolutely wonderful for you to disable ads for subs. Well, you know what, Dashmaster? Honestly, if today's like really not representative, but if things were like today where we're filling up these bars more often, that's something I can totally do and I would love to do. I actually really hate that we have to make a portion of our broadcast featured around ads, because for you guys who don't know, we actually make as much or sometimes more money through commercial revenue than we do through subscribers even. So it sucks that it is such a big part of the channel, and if we turn that off for subscribers, we're going to lose most of what makes that income possible to keep hosting and doing stuff like this. But seriously, like, if we ever get to this point where like, yo, we're filling up these bits and donation bars more often, I am going to be rushing to turn off the ads. It's something I wish we didn't have to rely on, but we do. But Pontios, hey, thank you very much for that brand new sub. Welcome to the channel with your Twitch Prime. Like I said, replay packs from today and other events that we cast are posted on our Discord pretty quickly once things are done. So make sure you join our Discord over on discord.gg/BaseTradeTV. And then make sure to sync your Discord with your Twitch. That way it knows you're subbed and you get access to all the cool sub-exclusive stuff. So yeah, we're waiting on Bly still, guys.
You're killing it, Riff. You're doing all the sell things. What more do you need to talk about?
Let's talk about your mom and how good she was last night.
Thanks for the dollar.
Yep.
This is the best thing. I don't even like... I just feel as though you're trying to give me money. Like, do you feel that bad for me?
I don't know. Ask your sister.
Today has been really bad. Like, I think the bully jar has actually encouraged you to be worse. Rifkin. I I don't know what to tell you, man. You've basically used all the bits you bought. You're halfway there.
Yeah. How many bits am I at total for? There's 1,200 bits in that bully jar.
Yeah, the bully jar is having a pretty good time.
I think like I can see this working too. I need to get Zombie up a swear jar. Every time she swears, she's got to cheer. I wouldn't even say 100 bits, 50 bits, because she'd go broke so quick.
Yeah, I would too, to be fair.
He's
Well,
overheating because of the hat, maybe. But it's a sick Kingdom Hearts hat, guys. Come on, can't hate on it. My side profile is not flattering. Holy shit! Look at the front of my face, please. But yeah, we are just waiting on Bly. That must be quite the cup of water he's got. Do you think he filled up a toilet bowl and tried dragging the bowl back to use as a giant cup? I mean, that'd be impressive. I'm gonna be real honest.
Maybe it's like the time when his internet went down or his power went out, so he had to connect his PC to a car battery. Maybe now he's like, his water went down, so he's, I don't know, summoning a rain cloud? I have no idea.
Well, he's finally back, so we don't need to speculate any longer. Let's hop into a biogenesis. More of the same. We'll see you guys in game. Oh, I hit the return button a little bit too fast. Oopsies. Well, we're into it. It's game one. It's the decider match. The winner of this will join Rainer in the semifinals, and the loser will simply fall out of the group. I got a couple things to cover in that regard, but before then, it is a rematch, and spawning in the top left, we do have the blue Terran Optimus.
Going up against the red Zerg to the bottom right-hand side, Bly.
Now, what's interesting is actually the semifinals date is dictated on whether Bly wins or loses this. Because we had, of course, an original date, but then Bly wouldn't have been able to compete on it, but all the players said they can pretty much play on the new date if Bly... It's a thing. But the point is, we'll know when the semifinals for the tournament is going to play out after this best of 5 is done. And, of course, I think it's the 27th and the 29th? I gotta go double check the calendar. I don't know off the top of my head. But I've got it marked down. So Bly has to play earlier than later is what it boiled down to. Mana would have had the same problem, but Mana's out of... So it doesn't really matter for that anymore.
Okay.
But okay. As the game kicks off, no proxies and a donation coming in from Supply Depots United. The add-on tech guys said more than 3 weeks ago that we can now be upgraded to fly. Can't wait to punch some overlords.
No, depot punchers that kind of hurt, right? Because they lower and they get into the overlord, then they like raise. So
it's like a punch, yeah, like the depot raising and lowering is like a fist going in and out. I see it, I see it. I like that. Also, at the same time, a supply depot, you don't really know how big a supply depot is. Like, if we're going to be honest for a second, all we really see is the top part of it. This could actually be a cylinder that extends very far into the ground. Like, extremely deep into the earth type thing.
By the way, there's no natural expansion here from Optimus. So, on a map, well, on a matchup where you'd almost always, also no wall.
Oh,
but on a matchup where you'd almost always see like some sort of a Reaper expand, this is actually going to be some real aggression with Reaper and Cyclone, because he's even building a second Reaper. So, he's really going to go for something here.
He's going to go for broke if he's not careful. I mean that both a positive and a negative sense. The Reaper, though, please. Optimus! There's slings! Did he lose the Reaper on the other side of the map for that? I think he did, yeah. So he lost the Reaper on the other side, lost more SCVs at home due to some complacency, and now starts up the CC. This went about as awkward as it could have. Bly sent so little to mess up Optimus so much.
Yeah, that went pretty wrong pretty quick. But at the same time, he has now got a second cycle on the way, so Optimus is about to get aggressive. Right? Like, there's no way he builds cyclones and just sits them at home. This is going to be quite an attack.
Dude, I am, by the way, of the opinion, the supply depots are really long. Because consider how big they were in Brood War, right? And then they somehow compacted them down to this tiny little grid. Where did all that extra supply depot go? Into the fucking ground. Dude, these are like long cats.
That's just technology, though. Like, why do your phones keep getting smaller?
Because they keep getting longer.
But they also do more compared to like years ago. It's technology.
I think we need to consult a technician. Mr. Supply Depots United, you would know best. Are supply depots really long? Or are they just shallow in the ground? I'm pretty sure this is like the deep end of the swimming pool, man.
The quad cyclone attack comes across the map. Super short rush distance, of course. We talked about this a lot in Abiogenesis, so they get here pretty quick. And what is waiting for them? 5 queens and soon to be 8 laners.
Unfortunately, queens don't take much. And with the transfusions possibly available, this could be a bit fruitless, but he catches Bly at a good time. Some decent damage done without taking too much in retaliation, but with the Lings getting in on this, Optimus, oh, he's not going to enjoy this attack.
Yeah, the Lings are getting good surrounds to begin with, although I have to say Optimus somehow keeping that first cyclone alive for so much longer than you usually would have expected. Now an armory comes up, so you can start maybe turn this into a Hellbat attack, but I feel like after you lose the first 2 cyclones, you've already lost a lot of the initial power that was in this.
I wonder if this would have been better. 2 cyclones, 2 Hellions.
Okay.
Because the Lings would have been washed off so quickly, right?
Yeah, 2 cyclones, then 2 Hellions, and then back into like 2 extra cyclones, just because the Lings just do so good against the cyclones, right? Like.
Well, Cloak Banshee's coming up, and those have served him well in the other series. We'll see if maybe it works out well for him here.
Yeah, this is just starting to be a bit disastrous here for Optimus, though. I feel like, you know, you look at this now, and he's lost 13 workers. He's not in the position with his 13 workers. I guess Bly's being only on kind of like 40-ish drones, but still. I mean, Optimus is struggling along because he doesn't even have another command center beyond the, you know, the couple he's already got on the map. He's not looking pretty.
By the way, thank you very much to Jane in the Sphere. Oh, excuse me, no, that's Jack in the Box. Thank you for the 2-month resub. Welcome back, dude. See what I did there?
Not really. Oh, you took a girl's name in the Sphere. Yeah, I got it now. I thought it was some sort of a reference, but then because his name is spelled not box, like as a box, it took me a moment to figure out. But yes, I did see it.
His name is Box, like chickens with more than one buck. They're multiple books. Books. Cha, chi, cha, chi, cha, chi. Cuckoo-cha. Cuckoo-cha. You know what? In Arrested Development, I thought it was hilarious that all these rich people never knew what a chicken sounded like. Then I learned yesterday through Twitter that both Soda Poppin' and Wreckful don't know how to boil water. Like, legitimately 24, 29-year-old people who don't know how to boil water.
You know, I was doing so well today, and then you just managed to win again. Can we have one cast where I don't just completely die of laughter at some point? I really did good today. And now I just... The box? I can't even do it myself, just...
Yo, he's confirming it in chat, by the way. Helling's a big-ass round by. Gonna get a lot of drones here, even with the roaches to clean this up, unless he decides to... No, why would you not just kill the drones? Optimus.
No! How dare you not kill off the drones? Oh... Okay, can I just like crash reset and go again?
Was this part of your plan all along?
Oh, why would you think of real? I can't do it, I'm sorry, that's a show.
Hey, we got another 20 bucks. This is no big deal. Like, this guy is donating like $100. Supply Depots United, $20, saying we're closing down operations at the time being while taking care of some internal issues. Hashtag cruel April Fools. But that doesn't confirm or deny my theory about how deep a supply depot goes. I need to know, man. Are these really long supply depots that go 20 feet underground? I believe.
It's a secret.
I believe. It's like a shipping crate turned horizontal. I believe. Or vertical, excuse me.
See some Banshees actually getting a little bit of damage done. I'm just so worried that
Flies
doesn't
see the Banshees getting damage done. That's the problem. They're close.
They were close. And they still were when they died, but the Overseer came through. So in the end, he saw the Banshees dealing some damage. I'm just worried for Optimus. Like, obviously, this game hasn't been going great for him, and while he did get some worker kills, Bly's kept a good worker count, and he's kept teching up. He's got a hive now finished, and Optimus has really not enough. He's on 2 bases still, and he scans the main base. He'll see the hive now, so he'll know what he's up against. He's got some real magic to pull off here if he's going to make this a victory.
It's not so strange to see a hive. You're like, okay, I'm playing mech. This is actually kind of normal. I think one of the drawbacks we saw out of Optimus, and maybe playing too much into Bly, was the Thors, and almost like overemphasizing them. Like, you gotta consider, by going for 4 Thors, it's like 4 less tanks you would have had, a couple of Vikings, Liberator. Like, you actually end up eating so much of your minerals and gas building those extra 2 Thors, and not to mention the 2 medevacs that were carrying them around. You don't have much on the ground left over behind that. I do think tanks are going to be really important going forward, so it's good that he's finally got them coming, but to this point, it's been all Hellions and Cyclones. Supply Depots United, another 10 bucks coming in. Thank you, dude. Says, help us fly and you will see.
Oh my god.
So I've got to free the supply depots from the ground is what I'm hearing. I've got to find a way to liberate them to the skies.
I'm just saying, you got a Denmark flag a couple of weeks ago because of Denmark is the best. But this point, I think you need like a supply depot flag.
You want me to draw a supply depot on my TV?
Yes.
It's gonna be a lot harder to do than the Denmark flag. That was just 2 colors.
yeah, that already took you like 10 minutes.
Alright, that attack up here gets a couple of SUVs. He actually doesn't fully clean it up, so another one's gonna go down. Oh, Optimus. Oh, Optimus. You're making Bly look like a macro player, man. Stop it.
There's one of those games where it's like, there's not really a lot to say because the game is very much so kind of over, right? Like, I'm not wrong in saying Optimus is a bit dead. Look at the crew spread. Look at the base. I guess it's only 4 bases. I guess there's a chance if he takes a very good fight, Optimus.
Yeah, I'm confident that Bly could throw the game running into a line of siege tanks or something. It's happened before, and we might see it happen here, but I don't think you're wrong to say that Optimus is pretty far behind. It's taken him ages to get to a 3rd base. He does have a 4th CC coming, but Bly's got control of the map, so ooh boy, even these Hellions can't get around.
A summary of this game.
That is the summary of this game right there, that moment.
Yeah. Just medevac flies straight over the Hydras. Anti-armor missile will connect on absolutely everything in this army. It's a little bit before the Vipers showed up. The Vikings will just get flicked in. You know, Vikings are useless.
It doesn't cancel an abduct though after it's already been cast. So I mean, it'll prevent it from casting more, but unfortunately it won't stop the abduct action. That's what we just saw. A little bit awkward. Very unfortunate. We got 1,000 bits coming in from King Hiss. Now this is interesting before I read the message, because I had a dream the other night, and this fake-ass Pokemon Go playing motherfucker Hillary Clinton was there, pretending to play Pokemon Go to get me to help her release Drake's new music video. And I'm fully aware how crazy that statement was, but this was a weird dream I had. So he says, with 1,000 bits, I have information that will lead to Hillary Clinton's arrest. Fork it over, dude. She's going down for tricking me and playing Pokemon Go. I asked her what her favorite Pokemon was. She couldn't even name a single one. That's how I knew she was lying. I tweeted about this. The second I woke up from my dream, I didn't have like a journal or something to write it down in, but it was like such a crazy dream. I tweeted it. So it's on my Twitter if someone wants to go look it up. But the Terminator comes with 1,000 moxies. I'm close friends with 25 letters of the alphabet. I don't know why. Oh, he did Rift D afterwards too. Good job, man.
Rift D.
Oh, siege tanks can do well against Hydras and Roaches and Spore Crawlers, but not against Broodlords. And we see these trash Panda air units once again. The Vikings try to get something done, but the transfuses are too good. This is not looking so good for Optimus.
Blinding Cloud, Parasitic Bombs, the Vipers just getting all of their abilities off here, and Glide just rebuilds so many Hydras. The Broods are in a little bit of trouble still. A couple of corruptors showing up. The Hydra's repositioned to help out.
Look at his Canadian Alex Jones. That's unacceptable, dude. That's unacceptable. Just because the backwater and the biogenesis is turning our Hydralists gay doesn't make me Alex Jones. It's probably for the best. I'm gonna be honest. Okay. It's probably for the best.
I was just thinking, by the way, for your supply depots you made, you should draw a supply depot flying, and then you'll be
flying through the sky, happy as can be.
Then you can show us what you think a supply depot looks like.
Dude, Bly
conquers 2 issues.
Bly is actually blocking out Optimus's lifeline of trying to get another base up.
Yeah.
I think he knows he can't hold on to this one for long, but if he had taken another base to retreat to, it could have been very different. But the creep spread out of Bly is out of this world, and he's completely denied a base through creep spread alone.
As indeed, Planetary Corvus is taking some hits right here. I mean, the Hydras eventually bring it down as the Vikings just evaporate.
All right, that's a good start for Bly. Remember, it's a best of 5 though, so he's got a couple more games to go through. But when they did play the first time, Bly did win the series, so there's a little bit of favoritism for Bly to close this out.
Man, we have such a weird map order for this series. Eastwatch for map 2.
Okay, I'm gonna work on my art. Now, here's the question. Is the supply depot going to be in space when it's flying, or just in the atmosphere? Like, will it be in the sky?
Whatever makes it easier for you.
You know what? It's going to be a Bizzle Reef, so it'll be swimming.
That's even better. Can you fly in the water? I don't think so, but sure.
This is already looking really stupid.
I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, well, I hope so, because you're going to have to observe a little bit for this first few minutes of the game.
Okay, I'm going to switch to the intros.
Yeah. Oh, apparently not. Bly left. He had the wrong race. Oops, awkward.
Oops. Oh. Nice of you. So, you know, I did this the other day when I was casting some tournament. I left the game to stop them starting with the wrong race. Reload, and they started without me before I reload. That's like, cheers, guys. Good guy, Wardy. Next time I'll just wait for you all to waste your time.
That's a super dick move. I'm sorry to hear that happen to you, Wardy.
Oh, this was me being a dick, though, because apparently I didn't ask anyone if they're ready.
Yeah, well, if you could quit being a dick and disrupting my tournaments, that'd be great. Appreciate
if you
that.
could just stop showing up to these events, like, don't even ask you to be here. Oh. Ay. Man, what a day. Rifkin's very distracted drawing supply depots.
This looks so stupid. I can't wait for you guys to see this. Alright. Let's get to the intro now. We'll see you guys on Eastwatch. All right, we're hopping back into the game. It's map number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Spawning here to the top right. He leads 1-0. Coming in from Team Expert, it's Bly.
And on the left-hand side, our Blue Terran player from Team Revolution, it's Optimus.
All right, put the camera on you, Wardy, and I'm not following anything this time. Okay. Plus, I'm here in case it was broken anyways.
Okay, I'm going to do some Rifkin observing. I'm going to follow this SCV and see what it does. See if he gets into the action of the game. Yesterday's observing was great. It really was something else. God, you know, it's so much more boring though, casting alone when you're here, because I can't play tricks on you when you come back.
You can't be a shenanigans maker. I'm okay with that.
I can't cause trouble. I just have to sort of like, you know, talk about StarCraft or something. I can say thank you to Yogadino for subscribing. I'm good at that because, you know, all I talk about is money. Thanks for joining the base trade. Do we still call it the base trade brigade? Yes,
and I'm not putting $1 in the jar for that.
For what?
Never mind. Yes, base trade brigade. Welcome, dude. Welcome to the base trade brigade, where the coolest kids hang out for StarCraft 2.
What are you going to put $1 in the jar for?
For you making a joke about you and only caring about money.
Oh, yeah, that's me bullying myself, though. That doesn't count. You shouldn't have to pay for my own misdemeanors, you know? But, yeah, game 2. Flies up a game, and he did open pool first, which means he's got a few Zerglings coming along, and he's going to be coming to see if he can get some damage done. In general, he's had some great success, actually, throughout the games by catching Optimus off guard and doing some damage early. Optimus goes for a second Rex. He's actually going to open 2-1-1, which is, I mean, first of all, he hasn't played Bio against Bly today, so this is the first time we're seeing this. And to go into 2-1-1 to open with is just kind of crazy, because we haven't seen 2-1-1s really be used en masse as they used to be in a very long time for very good reason, because Zegs really figured out how to deal with it very easily. So it's going to be an interesting game just from the build orders of the Terran players. We do see, as expected, that SCV on the lower ground will fall, and 6 things will start to do some damage, but Reaper is on its way home, and CC should be able to survive. And of course, it's just the slowdown, the distraction. Some SCV is even going to pull in just to make sure, just to get that best command center building again faster. Actually, a couple of SCVs going down. This already really good damage from Bly. Finds 5 worker kills. And now the Marines come in. He's going to try and chase for that one last worker, and he gets it. Oh my god. 6 workers go down, and Optimus is... It kind of feels like Optimus is already having like a little bit of a nightmare at the moment. It almost feels as though his losses in the previous games today are kind of seeping through. He's a bit of an emotional player every now and then, just a little bit. And yeah, that's kind of, for me, showing a little bit here as he starts up Stim. They haven't lost 6 workers, haven't pulled off the gas, pulled off the mineral line. Everything's going to be slowed down for him. Can't afford to start the starport, can't afford to start the reactor. Can't even have constant marine production up until now, and yeah, all of that really is going to hurt. So it's really going to kind of throw off the timing of this attack. And Bly's making a lot of lings with ling speed about to finish, which means that now, as ling speed finishes up, he can run across the map, get into the natural, kind of just surround the initial marines, and that could even offset this attack timing even further again, which would of course just be even more painful for Optimus here. As the lings do start to stream out, they're going to be on their way down towards the bottom left. Let's see if Optimus has a way to answer this, because I just feel with the damage already taken, he's going to be in some trouble. Even if he just loses these couple of SCVs and the 2 fairly fresh mules, that's going to be so much damage on top of what he's already taken. That I kind of just feel he might even just be like, yep, okay, I'm done with this nonsense. They're going to see the Lings just going for the Marines, and they're going to get us around. That is the game.
Oh, but I'm not finished yet.
That was a very fast game. It's okay, because you're going to have the ad break, because that was game 2. To fill in some more time, to give you more time to draw. So we're going to throw it to ads. Rifkin's going to keep on drawing his flying supply depot flag. And we'll be back after this.
This thing actually looks so good. We'll see you guys in 2 minutes. All right, folks, welcome back to game number 3 of the Decider match. He's on his last life and taking a big gamble with this move. In the bottom left, we have the blue Terran Optimus.
2-0 up and looking to make it to the semifinals. Our Red Zerg player Bly.
All right, so Optimus is building a supply depot, but I'm going to show you guys what the supply depot really looks like. Now, remember, this image is taken from an extrapolation from an underwater map known as Abyssal Reef.
I can't see it yet. That's so good. What the hell?
So I'm just saying, I think supply depots are actually secretly very long.
That was amazing.
So it's a 3 racks with no gas. This is just Marines, guys. Fucking Supply Depots United donates $20. I don't know much about art, but I know what I like, said one supply depot to the other. This is the most undeserved money I've ever drawn in my entire life. Thank you, Supply Depots United. But okay, this is scouted and revealed, and this is going to be tough. Bly is... He's going to have lings and he's going for a spine crawler, but Optimus is just going to have a lot of Marines pumping out of this. It's not a 2 racks, it's not Reapers, it's 3 racks with Marines. Oh, if he got that Overlord, that would have been so nice.
I mean, just cool first. Gonna get us around on the first Marines to them. Go down. The SCVs are gonna drop, maybe. I mean, even losing these wings is kind of okay, because now there's no SCVs to build the bunker. Or maybe there's one. No, did he lose all three? He lost all three. Oh.
He did, yeah. He'll have to pull more, which really sucks. But, you know, the spine's going to be up on the high ground. I guess he won't get a bunker down in a position due to timing. The creep stride will protect the natural. But if he even just puts it somewhere else for the Marines to retreat into, floats the barracks for high ground vision, that can still work. But, oh, there's the GG. Forget all of that, ladies and gentlemen. Bly is going to go into the semifinals. Meaning we're going to have two PVZs, Bly versus Drogo, and DNS versus Raynor. Now, none of those matches are playing today, but this does mean it'll be happening on the 27th on account of the fact that, yeah, Bly got through. So that's not a problem. That's, what, 2 days from now?
Yeah.
And you're coming back to join me? Yes, no, maybe? Question mark?
I cannot, unless I move ZvT Weekly, which I'd have to look into.
Well, we can try and coordinate something. Maybe this is a day that works for everybody, including players. But regardless, we'll find out, and we'll have this announced properly by the end of night on Twitter, guys, because I have to go confirm with the players, of course. It's not all about Bly, but I want to thank everybody for joining us. For a little sad, I'm actually really sad. He was the last Terran. So our only hope is the open bracket. But if we're going to be real, with some of the games like Raynor versus Hearthstone and watching DNS play his matches too, I'm not really upset. We're gonna actually have really good games. Not to mention we got Hero and Impact, two more like Zerg and Protoss. There might not be any Terrans at this event, but it's gonna be so sick. Regardless, guys, thank you everybody who joined us today. Thank you again, Monty Un, for helping us breach the next qualifier goal there on the match Reno, and thank you Supply Depots United for basically carrying the stream of donations today. That was super awesome, man. Thank you. But that's going to wrap things up. Yeah. So, Wardy, hit us up with your quick shout-outs before we take off.
Check me out on my stream. You guys know where that is usually. I'm going to type in chat if you guys need to see it, because, you know, the number of eyes is difficult to get right. I'm live all day tomorrow in about 13 hours from now. And once I go live in 13 hours, I'm going to be live for like 10 hours because I have a double event. So, long day tomorrow, and I'm casting on Friday. And, yeah, just check out the stream. That's basically my life, so, you know.
Here,
that's what's up.
I'll put the image on Twitter, by the way. If anyone really wants this image.
It's so good. I'm actually genuinely impressed.
So we should make the head of it an emote. That's the supply block emote, right?
That's such a good emote.
Thank you guys for watching. For me, just follow the channel. Make sure you don't miss out on any of the action. Thank you, Therminator, for the 100 Muxies here to top up the bar. Oh, thank you, dude. That actually evens it. That's sick. That's a great day.
Crazy. We've actually had crazy love today on the stream.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everybody. But as far as when we're live next, that's kind of a question mark. Because like I said, we're going to have to figure out what's going on with these finals and then plan around that. But while I don't have anything publicly announced yet, I'm working frantically to secure this thing that should be starting like the first week of May. So the one thing you can look forward to, guaranteed, no matter what, Sunday the 29th, the best of 69 begins. Well, actually, it's technically Saturday the 28th. It'll start for us at 5 p.m. Pacific. But be sure to tune in for that. That'll be Top versus Parting. I have picked the worst maps you could hope for, including Fruitland and others. So
can I pick one?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry, Wardy. I've already set the maps, that's why. But anyways, make sure to tune in for that. But between now and then, we should at some point have those BTSL semifinals and grand finals. Thanks again for watching. Take care, everybody. We're going to end the stream with a couple of commercials and then find somebody to host. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.